So there is nothing but the experience of life. And there's nothing to understand because there is nothing but the experience of life. And if right now you are trying to understand what I'm saying, that is the appearance of your experience of life. There is still nothing but the experience of life. And so there's nothing to change, because changing this is the experience of life. And so there is nothing to find, because finding whatever you apparently want to find is still and always the experience of life. And that's all there is. All there is this which appears as everything. This which appears as everything is the experience of life. The experience of life has always and always will be without a you. It's completely impossible, because you are not the experience of life. You is simply your thought, nothing more, coming and going, that doesn't refer to anything. It is believed, it can be experienced, that it refers to this body laptop, or this being, or this whatever, none of which exists, because they're simply beliefs. And there is no changing them. There is no finding that it's a belief. There is no finding that which you are. There is no awareness, because all there is this which appears as everything, which is really nothing at all but the experience of life. And it's crystal clear. But when I say it's crystal clear, it doesn't mean that there can't be a confusion, but there is no confusion about that there is nothing but this, the experience of life. And so the experience of life is completely unmissable. I mean, it can't be missed. It's the experience of life. Now, that experience happens without an experiencer. It never has and it never will. And it's actually obvious. It's unmissable that there is no experiencer. Completely unmissable. I mean, it's simply impossible to imagine that there is an experiencer. It's impossible to imagine that there is no experiencer. It's impossible to imagine that there is no person. The person, the me, is nothing but imagination. And imagination is also nothing but the experience of life. And so we could go on and on. I mean, really we could. But there is still nothing but that. Nothing but this. It is completely mind-blowing. I mean, literally, there is no paradox in the experience of life, because the experience of life is nothing but what appears, and what appears is simply everything, simply and only everything. There is no contradiction there. There is no misunderstanding there. And what I'm saying is completely beyond understanding, beyond understanding. This simply cannot be understood. Nothing that I'm saying needs to be understood, needs to be heard, needs to be thought of, because really, whatever seems to be heard, whatever seems to be thought of, whatever seems to be thought through, is nothing but the experience of life. So here's the pointless point, because really there is no point to what I'm saying, because there is no point to life, because there really is nothing but that which is only the experience of life.